On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Adapt.
To make fit-forward change to suit a new purpose or environment.
Examples:
Adapt fully to the environment. Adapt as needed. I advised him to adapt to his new surroundings.
Shabby.
Of a building or object in poor condition through age and neglect.
Examples:
Shabby appearance. Shabby treatment. The shabby couch had seen better days.
Detached.
No longer connected or joined, showing lack of emotional involvement.
Examples:
A detached palace. Detached from reality. Their dream is to buy a detached house.
Steady.
Firmly fixed, supported, or balanced, not shaking or moving.
Examples:
Steady increase. Take a steady job. The patient's vital signs are steady, indicating a stable condition.
March.
To walk militarily with stiff, regular steps.
Examples:
March against the war. March east. The troops marched shoulder to shoulder.
Throng.
A large crowd of people.
Examples:
Throng of flag waving. Throng of emotions. The throng of people made it hard to move through the crowd.
Avenue.
A wide road in a town or city, especially with trees or tall buildings on both sides, a line of approach.
Examples:
An avenue of poplars. An avenue to success. They explored every avenue they could think of.
Pause.
To take a short break from talking or doing something before continuing.
Examples:
Pause a moment. Pause for a reaction. The man paused before opening the door.
Solid.
Hard or firm, characterized by good substantial quality.
Examples:
Solid ally. Solid employment measures. The solid state of water is called ice.
Row.
An arrangement of objects or people side by side in a line.
Examples:
Criminal on death row. A row of cherry trees. He was the leader of the demonstrators and spoke out against the war in the front row.
Bulb.
A rounded underground storage organ of some plants from which the plant grows. The rounded part of a cylindrical structure. Electric lamp consisting of a glass ball.
Examples:
Wet bulb thermometer. A lily bulb. The light bulb has burned out.
Flash.
A sudden intense burst of radiant energy, a momentary brightness.
Examples:
A flash of lightning. Brilliant flash. These heavy rains caused flash floods on several islands.
Brilliantly.
In an intelligent, graceful, or skillful manner, very brightly or effectively.
Examples:
Brilliantly executed. Brilliantly lit. He played the piano brilliantly at the concert.
Twilight.
The soft, diffused light from the sky when the sun is below the horizon, either from sunrise to sunrise or sunset to sunset.
Examples:
Twilight sky. Twilight of an era. The sky was a beautiful pink and orange color at twilight.
Roll.
To move in a particular direction by turning over and over or from side to side.
Examples:
Roll a ball. Roll down his cheeks. He was exhausted and rolled into bed as soon as he got home.
Fur.
The hairy coat of a mammal, especially when fine, soft, and thick.
Examples:
An artificial fur. Fur coat. The fur of the animal was thick and soft to the touch.
Tropical.
Originating in, located in, or characteristic of the tropics.
Examples:
Tropical cyclones. Tropical islands. Tropical storm Marco is making his way along the coast of Florida.
Atmosphere.
The mass of air that surrounds the earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Depart.
To go away or leave, especially to start a journey.
Examples:
Arrive and depart on time. Depart from the faith. We departed before the temperature fell below zero.
Wax.
A substance that is solid at room temperature but becomes softer and more pliable when heated, often used in the production of candles, polishes, and cosmetics. Verb, to become large.
Examples:
Wax finish. Wax and wane. He sealed the letter with a wax seal.
Drape.
To arrange or hang cloth or clothing loosely over something, typically in a decorative way, to cover or decorate loosely with material.
Examples:
Drape a coat. Drape a curtain. She draped a shawl over her shoulders to keep warm.
Rainbow.
An arch of colors in the sky caused by the refraction and dispersion of sunlight through rain.
Examples:
Marine rainbow. Rainbow after a storm. She was mesmerized by the rainbow's colors.
Filmy.
Thin and translucent, like film.
Examples:
Filmy clouds. Filmy dress. The curtains were made of a filmy, sheer material that let in plenty of light.
Gown.
A long, flowing garment worn on formal occasions, especially by women.
Examples:
A judge's gown. Gown for the prom. She looked stunning in her long, flowing gown at the formal event.
Admiration.
The feeling or attitude of respect and approval for someone or something.
Examples:
Ungrudging admiration. Admiration by other people. The artist received admiration for their work from critics and fans alike.
Linger.
To stay in a place or exist longer than expected.
Examples:
Linger in the mind. Linger over your work. She lingered for a moment before leaving the room.
Costume.
A set of clothes worn by an actor in a play or film or by a person representing a particular character or occupation.
Examples:
Costume party. Costume change. She wore a beautiful costume for the play.
Silk.
A fine, strong, soft, lustrous fiber produced by silkworms in making cocoons and collected to make thread and fabric.
Examples:
Silk road. Silk fabric. She wore a silk dress to the party.
Wistful.
Expressing a feeling of vague, sad, or inconsolable longing.
Examples:
In a wistful mood. Wistful feeling. He had a wistful look in his eyes as he remembered the past.
Gaze.
To stare at something or someone for an extended period of time, usually out of surprise or adoration, or because you are thinking about something else.
Examples:
Gaze steadily at his face. Gaze absently out a window. The youngster was gazed by the beast.
Instant.
Happening immediately, with no delay.
Examples:
Get instant access. An instant reply. His pleasant face turned cold in an instant.
Scent.
A distinctive smell, especially a pleasant one.
Examples:
Natural scent. Scent memory. The scent of freshly baked bread filled the bakery.
Plume.
A large feather or group of feathers worn as an ornament or a symbol of achievement or distinction, especially on a hat.
Examples:
Plume of smoke. Plume of feathers. The bird had a beautiful plume on its head.
Velvet.
Plush, smooth fabric with a short pile on one side, typically made of silk, cotton, or a synthetic material.
Examples:
Velvet couch. Velvet dress. The velvet curtains added a touch of elegance to the room.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
A bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Violet.
Between blue and purple in hue.
Examples:
Bluish violet. Violet quartz. Red and violet are opposites on the color spectrum.
Mink.
A small carnivorous mammal with dark brown fur, native to North America and Europe.
Examples:
The texture of mink. Mink fur. She wrapped herself in the luxurious mink coat on the cold winter day.
Glance.
To give a quick or brief look, to hit something at an angle.
Examples:
Glance around nervously. Glance at him miserably. I casually glanced into the small hut.
Defensive.
Used or intended to protect someone or something against attack or aggression.
Examples:
Assume the defensive. Defensive weapons. Boxing fans often criticize his defensive stance.
Lid.
A removable or hinged cover for the top of a container.
Examples:
Container lid. The lid of a box. He opened the lid of the jar to reveal the contents inside.
Beneath.
In or to a lower place than someone or something.
Examples:
The ground beneath my feet. Beneath contempt. A great stretch of the lake lay beneath them.
Unmistakable.
Clearly recognizable, impossible to mistake or misunderstand.
Examples:
Find unmistakable evidence. Unmistakable difference. His talent for singing is unmistakable.
Impulse.
A sudden strong and unreflective wish or need to do something. The electrical discharge that travels along a nerve fiber.
Examples:
A combative impulse. Profound religious impulses. Nerve impulses cross a synapse through the action of neurotransmitters.
Thrill.
A feeling of extreme and sudden excitement and pleasure, to cause someone to feel sudden intense sensation or emotion.
Examples:
The thrill of speed. Incredible thrill. Skydiving is an overwhelming thrill for many people.
Pulse.
The regular heartbeat as it sends blood around the body, especially when it is felt at the wrist or side of the neck, a solid regular vibration of sound, electric current, light, or other waves.
Examples:
A weak pulse. Pulse waves. The cardiac monitor displays the intensity of your pulse.
Throb.
To beat with a strong, regular rhythm as a pulse or a heart.
Examples:
Throb at the thought of the accident. Throb with excitement. The wound continued to throb with pain, despite the medication.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Mottled.
Marked with spots or patches of different colors or shades.
Examples:
Mottled skin. A mottled stripe. The mottled leaves on the tree indicated a disease.
Cheek.
Either side of the face below the eye and between the nose and the jaw.
Examples:
Cheekbone. Hollowed out cheek. He gently touched her apple red cheek and whispered that he loved her.
Sham.
Something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people, a person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples:
A sham battle. Turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Panel.
A square or rectangular and flat piece of something that forms a distinct section or component of something, a small group of specialists who discuss particular topics or give their advice or opinion about something.
Examples:
Panel discussion. Cost of solar panels. A panel of economic advisors from the United States visited the country to help rebuild its economy.
Cruel.
Feeling or showing pleasure in causing pain or suffering to others.
Examples:
A cruel and unusual punishment. Cruel joke. The dictator was known for his cruel and oppressive regime.
Ablaze.
On fire, burning brightly.
Examples:
Sky ablaze with stars. Ablaze with passion. The building was ablaze with fire.
Makeover.
The process or act of a complete transformation, especially relevant to the appearance of someone or something.
Examples:
corporate makeover, massive makeover. The company's drastic makeover is well known outside the industry.
Turban.
A headdress consisting of a long piece of cloth wound around the head and sometimes the face.
Examples:
turban on head, turban shell. The man wore a turban as part of his traditional cultural attire.
Pigeon.
A stout-bodied bird with a small head, short legs, and a short, cooing call, typically found in cities and domesticated for food.
Examples:
a racing pigeon, pigeon on the roof. The pigeon perched on the windowsill, pecking at the bread crumbs left for it.
Otter.
A semi-aquatic mammal with a sleek, streamlined body, short legs, webbed feet, and dense, soft fur, found in and around freshwater and coastal areas.
Examples:
otter in the river, sea otter fur. The playful otter swam around the river, diving in and out of the water.
Queer.
Strange or odd, typically in an interesting or attractive way.
Examples:
queer money, queer fashion. The behavior of the clown at the party was quite queer.
Caudal.
Pertaining to the tail end of a body.
Examples:
caudal appendage, caudal region. The caudal fin of the fish was slightly damaged, but still functional.
Decoration.
The act of adding something that is intended to make something more attractive, an award or honor that is given to someone in recognition of their achievements.
Examples:
colorful decorations, chocolate decorations for cakes. The room was filled with beautiful decorations for the wedding reception.
Crack.
To break or cause to break without dividing into separate parts. Noun, a line on the surface of something along which it is separated without breaking.
Examples:
crack an eggshell, a crack in a board. He that would eat the kernel must crack the nut.
Grin.
To smile broadly.
Examples:
grin from ear to ear, grin with pleasure. He couldn't help but grin as he remembered the good times.
Pluck.
To pull or draw something, especially with sudden force or effort, to strip of feathers.
Examples:
pluck a gray hair, pluck out weeds. She plucked the flowers off the bush.
Ragged.
Of clothing, frayed or not in good condition, tattered.
Examples:
ragged edge, ragged clothing. The old flag was ragged and torn.
Tremulous.
Tending to shake or quiver, timid.
Examples:
Tremulous handwriting. Tremulous hand. Her voice was tremulous as she spoke in front of a large audience.
Regain.
To get something back or recover something after it has been lost or taken away.
Examples:
Regain our reputation. Regain my health. After years of hard work, he finally regained his financial stability.
Coincidence.
An occasion when two or more similar things happen at the same time by chance, in a surprising way.
Examples:
The coincidence of an opinion. By a strange coincidence. It was a pure coincidence that we met her in the library.
Resolute.
Firm in purpose or belief, determined.
Examples:
Resolute defiance. Resolute action. He was resolute in his determination to succeed.
Slam.
To shut a door or window noisily, to strike something violently or noisily.
Examples:
Slam the door. Slam the book against a wall. She slammed the door shut, angry at the person on the other side.
Stain.
To discolor, defile, or tarnish something. Noun, a discoloration or dirty mark on a surface that is difficult to remove.
Examples:
Stain the carpet. Red wine stain. The allegations of corruption stained her reputation, and she struggled to regain public trust.
Bluish.
Having a color that is a shade of blue.
Examples:
Bluish cloth. Bluish color. The flowers had a bluish tint, indicating they needed to be riper.
Grim.
Looking or sounding very serious or gloomy.
Examples:
Grim reality. A grim-featured man. The result presented a grim picture of inefficiency and corruption.
Dye.
To color a textile or hair by immersing it in a colored liquid or substance.
Examples:
Dye a t-shirt red. Dye patterns. She dyed her hair purple for a change.
Garment.
A piece of clothing, such as a dress, coat, or shirt.
Examples:
Garment industry. Silk garment. She hung the wet garment on the clothesline to dry.
Furnish.
To provide a room or building with furniture and fittings. To provide something useful or necessary.
Examples:
Furnish a suitable occasion. Furnish the information. The new homeowners decided to furnish the living room with new furniture.
Immerse.
To become fully involved in a particular activity, to dip or submerge in a liquid, especially so that they or it are entirely covered.
Examples:
Immerse the cloth in the dye. Completely immerse the ingredient. He immersed himself in his research.
Lather.
A frothy substance produced by mixing soap and water, used for cleaning.
Examples:
Creamy lather. Lather of foam. The bar of soap produced a thick lather as she washed her hands.
Rank.
A position in a hierarchy of status or authority. Verb, to take or have a position relative to others.
Examples:
Rank amateur. High rank. He was promoted to the rank of captain in the military.
Perfume.
A liquid that emits and diffuses a pleasant smell, usually used on the skin.
Examples:
A subtle perfume. Perfume every day. He sniffed the perfume voluptuously.
Toilet.
A bowl-shaped plumbing fixture with a seat for defecation and urination, or a room or building containing one or more of this fixture.
Examples:
Toilet paper. Toilet seat. She walked to the toilet to freshen up before the meeting.
Gentle.
Having or showing a kindly or tender nature, soft and mild.
Examples:
In a gentle voice. Gentle downward slope. Her gentle manner relaxed everyone there.
Famine.
A severe shortage of food, often caused by drought, war, or economic reasons.
Examples:
Famine relief. Coal famine. The severe famine caused by the drought has left many people without food.
Absent.
Not present in a particular place at a particular time.
Examples:
Absent-minded. Absent without leave. He was absent from the meeting and missed all the important updates.
Daze.
The feeling of distress and disbelief that you have when something bad happens accidentally. Verb, to confuse or stun someone with a sudden intense light or loud noise.
Examples:
Walk around in a daze. Days of sleep. He was in a daze from the sudden news and couldn't process it properly.
Creditor.
A person, company, etc., to whom a debtor owes money.
Examples:
The creditor's claims. Bankrupt creditor. I asked the lawyer to initiate creditor negotiations for voluntary liquidation.
Ostrich.
A large flightless bird native to Africa with a long neck, legs, and bill.
Examples:
Ostrich eggs. Ostrich feathers. The farmers raise ostriches for their meat, eggs, and feathers.
Bouquet.
A bunch of flowers, especially one presented as a gift or carried at a ceremony.
Examples:
Hand over a bouquet. Bridal bouquet. He gave her a bouquet of roses as a gift.
Excuse.
A reason or explanation, either true or invented, given to justify a fault or defend your behavior. Verb, to make someone free from blame or clear from guilt.
Examples:
Excuse for inaction. Perfect excuse. He quickly fabricated an excuse for not attending the meeting.
Vivid.
Producing very clear, powerful, and detailed images in the mind.
Examples:
Vivid colors. Still vivid in my memory. She made a vivid impression.
Pile.
A collection of objects positioned one on top of another, a large sum of something, such as money.
Examples:
A sand pile. The height of a pile. After the party, they had to clean up piles of dirty dishes.
Wrap.
To cover or enclose something entirely with paper, cloth, or other material.
Examples:
Wrap a fish in foil. Wrap up a meeting. Wrap the bandage tightly around the injured arm.
Ransack.
To search through something thoroughly, often in a destructive or violent manner.
Examples:
Ransack a house. Ransack a town. Burglars ransacked the store, stealing everything of value.
Plunge.
To dive quickly and steeply downward, to thrust or throw into something. Noun, a steep and rapid fall.
Examples:
Plunge into the water. Plunge a dagger through his heart. The company's profits plunged after the recall of their new product.
Grope.
To feel one's way by touching, typically because one cannot see.
Examples:
Grope after the truth. Grope for an answer. He was forced to grope in the dark for the light switch.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Eloquent.
Able to speak or write clearly and impressively.
Examples:
An eloquent speaker. Eloquent writing. She gave an eloquent speech at the graduation ceremony.
Persuasive.
Tending to make you want to do or believe a particular thing. Convincing.
Examples:
Persuasive advertising. Persuasive speaker. He made a persuasive argument for the new policy.
Quiver.
To shake or tremble with a slight, rapid motion.
Examples:
Quiver in the breeze. Quiver with excitement. The archer's hands quivered as he aimed the arrow at the target.
Indignant.
Angry or resentful at what is perceived as unfair treatment.
Examples:
Indignant expression. An indignant denial. She was indignant when she heard the news.
Fade.
To vanish, to fade away, to lose color, to lose freshness.
Examples:
Fade away almost completely. Fade in importance. My memory will fade, but my heart will live on.
Abrupt.
Sudden and unexpected.
Examples:
Abrupt departure. Speak in an abrupt manner. The sudden, abrupt change in weather caught everyone by surprise.
Bizarre.
Very strange or unusual.
Examples:
The story is bizarre. Bizarre behavior. The truth was more bizarre than expected.
Possession.
The state or fact of owning or having something.
Examples:
Possession of the evidence. A territorial possession. That painting is my possession, and I inherited it from my grandmother.
Yearn.
To strongly desire or long for something.
Examples:
Yearn after my old days. Yearn for love. She yearned for the days when things were simpler.
Creep.
To move slowly, quietly, and carefully, usually to avoid being seen or heard.
Examples:
Creep along the leaf. Creep toward the mouse. Aging creeps up slowly with time.
Dim.
Poorly lit, not bright.
Examples:
Dim and distant past. Dim memory. The dim light made it difficult to read the book.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Disillusion.
To disappoint someone or something because you found that something you believed in or hoped for was not as it seemed.
Examples:
Disillusion the young. Disillusion him about reality. She felt disillusioned with the management and decided to leave.
Apparently.
Based on what you have heard or read.
Examples:
Apparently simple. Apparently unrelated. The police apparently believed this explanation was plausible.
Oblivious.
Not aware of something, especially what is happening around you, forgetful.
Examples:
Oblivious of his promise. Oblivious to our response. She was so engrossed in her work that she was oblivious to her surroundings.
Triumph.
A great victory or achievement.
Examples:
Triumph of democracy. Triumph of the spirit. The team's triumph in the championship resulted from their hard work and dedication.
Bound.
To move forward by leaps and bounds, to form the boundary of something.
Examples:
Bounded with delight. Bound up a staircase. Canada bounds on the United States.
Demur.
To raise objections or show reluctance.
Examples:
Demur at the claim. Demur at the proposal. When asked to participate in the project, she demurred, saying she was too busy.
Glove.
A piece of clothing worn on the hand and wrist for protection against cold, dirt, etc., with separate parts for each finger.
Examples:
A right-hand glove. 5-finger glove. She was wearing a black glove.
Fumble.
To handle something awkwardly, to make mistakes or errors in attempting something.
Examples:
Fumble about in a bag. Fumble a grounder. The receiver fumbled the ball, and the other team recovered it.
Limp.
Having no strength or energy, walking with difficulty because of pain, injury, or disability in one's leg or foot.
Examples:
Limp handshake. Limp hair. The steak was so undercooked that it was almost raw and had a limp texture.
Radiant.
Emitting light or heat, shining brightly.
Examples:
Radiant smile. Radiant light. She looked radiant on her wedding day.
Dingy.
Dark, gloomy, and dirty.
Examples:
Dingy apartment. Dingy lighting. The dingy room needed a fresh coat of paint.
Huddle.
To crowd or press closely together, cuddle.
Examples:
Huddle in a temporary shelter. Huddle around the open fire. The children huddled together for warmth in the cold winter storm.
Cot.
A small bed for a baby or child, typically with high sides to prevent the child from falling out.
Examples:
Cot in the tent. Baby's cot. The hospital provides cots for patients' families who want to stay overnight.
Vitality.
The state of being strong and active, energy.
Examples:
Vitality of youth. The vitality of the company. The new gym membership has improved his vitality and overall health.
Glow.
To give out a steady, strong light.
Examples:
Glow a pale orange. Glow golden the light. The sun was setting, and the sky glowed with beautiful colors.
Kindle.
To start a fire, to light.
Examples:
Kindle strife. Kindle a passion. He kindled a fire in the fireplace to warm the room.
Scarf.
A piece of cloth worn around the neck or head for warmth, cleanliness, fashion, or religious reasons.
Examples:
Knit a scarf. Dotted scarf. She wrapped a scarf around her neck to keep warm.
Replace.
To take the place of something.
Examples:
Replace one word with another. Replace a phone. Eventually, the new design will replace all older models.
Collar.
A band of material worn around the neck, typically forming part of a shirt or jacket.
Examples:
Collar of a shirt. Collar of a dog. He put on his collar and tie before leaving for work.
Diffident.
Lacking self-confidence, shy.
Examples:
Diffident attitude. A diffident person. He was diffident when meeting new people, often struggling to make conversation.
Accost.
To approach and speak to someone aggressively or insistently.
Examples:
Accost a stranger. Accost a suspect. The man accosted her on the street and asked for money.
Salesperson.
A person whose job is to sell goods in a shop or directly to customers.
Examples:
A salesperson in a store. A drapery salesperson. He received the title of the best salesperson in all our branches worldwide.
Freak.
An abnormality that is not typical or expected.
Examples:
a rock freak, freak weather. The freak accident caused the car to flip over and land on its roof.
Servant.
A person who performs duties for others, especially a person employed in a house on domestic duties or as a personal attendant.
Examples:
servant of God, fellow servant. The faithful servant had been working for the family for many years and was well trusted.
Crisp.
Hard, dry, and brittle enough to break easily, cool, fresh, and invigorating.
Examples:
the crisp air of winter, crisp manner. Every day he wears a crisp white shirt to the office.
Tight.
Fixed, fastened, or kept together firmly or closely.
Examples:
a tight game, student on a tight budget. The national election was held amid tight security.
Bosom.
A woman's breasts or chest.
Examples:
a generous bosom, a bosom friend. He carried a knife in his bosom.
Ebb.
The movement of the tide out to sea, low tide, verb, to flow back or recede.
Examples:
ebb and flow. At a low ebb. The tide was at its ebb, revealing the sandy beach.
Assert.
To state something firmly and confidently, often in a way that is intended to convince others that it is true.
Examples:
assert a free society. Assert a claim for unjust enrichment. She asserted that she was innocent, despite the evidence against her.
Drown.
To die or cause to die by being unable to breathe underwater.
Examples:
drown in a bath. I was drowned in work. Floods have the potential to drown any subsurface animals easily.
Magnitude.
The extent, level, importance, or amount of something.
Examples:
a star of the first magnitude. The magnitude of the disaster. The magnitude of the earthquake was measured at 7.8 on the Richter scale.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
a circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Illustrate.
To provide pictures, photographs, diagrams, etc. in a book or something for explanation.
Examples:
illustrate a key point. Illustrate a story. The company's financial records illustrate how successful it has been.
Grab.
To take hold of something or someone suddenly with a hand, especially in a violent way.
Examples:
Grab an audience. Grab an opportunity. Shall we grab a bite to eat?
Accord.
An official agreement or treaty between two organizations, countries, etc. Verb, allow to have.
Examples:
Accord with public opinion. By national accord. The organization finally signed a peace accord.
Refuse.
To show that one is not willing to do or accept something.
Examples:
Refuse a request. Refuse the company. My initial reaction was to refuse.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Persuade.
To convince or induce someone to do something by presenting a reason or argument, to sway or influence someone's decision or opinion.
Examples:
Attempt to persuade. Persuade a hijacker to surrender. She tried to persuade her brother to join her on the trip.
Emphasize.
To give or show particular importance to something.
Examples:
Emphasize her words. Emphasize a direct relationship. Use italics or capitals to emphasize a word in a piece of writing.
Desire.
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples:
Unsatisfied desire. Fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.
Inspire.
To make somebody feel with a desire, confidence, or enthusiasm, especially to do something creative.
Examples:
Inspire a feeling of curiosity. Inspire him to write a novel. The unique style of this martial arts inspired many action film producers.
Surrender.
To cease resistance to an enemy or opponent and submit to their authority.
Examples:
Surrender at discretion. Surrender an insurance policy. The enemy was forced to surrender after a long battle.
Comprehensive.
Complete and including all or everything necessary.
Examples:
A comprehensive explanation. Conduct a comprehensive survey. We have a comprehensive grasp of this topic.
Disrupt.
To prevent or stop something, especially an event, activity, or process, from continuing in the usual way by causing a problem or disturbance.
Examples:
Disrupt a well-ordered condition. Disrupt sleep. I'm so sorry to disrupt you when you're pretty busy.
Shocking.
Extremely or surprisingly bad, or causing a strong emotional response such as surprise or disgust.
Examples:
Shocking response. Shocking revelation. The news of the accident was shocking and left many in shock.
Infer.
To form an opinion or conclude that something is true based on existing facts.
Examples:
Infer quality from price. Infer the possibility. Animal desire and preference are always inferred from their behavior.
Initially.
At the beginning, at first.
Examples:
Initially anticipated. Diagnosed initially as a tumor. This train departed later than initially scheduled.
Decline.
To become gradually smaller, fewer, worse, etc., to refuse to accept.
Examples:
Decline a job offer. Decline in quality. As people age, their digestive capacity also gradually declines.
Appreciate.
To value and acknowledge the worth of someone or something, to be grateful for something or someone.
Examples:
Appreciate her feedback. Appreciate the value. We would appreciate an early reply.
Departure.
The act of leaving, especially to start a journey.
Examples:
Departure from tradition. Departure from the company. The departure time for the flight is 6 a.m.
Paragraph.
A distinct section of a piece of writing intended to separate ideas, usually consisting of at least one sentence and beginning on a new line.
Examples:
An editorial paragraph. First paragraph. Article 7, Paragraph 2 of the United States Constitution stipulates a presidential veto.
Reluctantly.
In a way that you are unwilling to do something, with hesitation.
Examples:
Reluctantly approve the idea. Reluctantly leave. He reluctantly agreed to go to the party.
Contrast.
To put in opposition, to show or emphasize differences.
Examples:
Contrast with a decade ago. Contrast two things. It's intriguing to compare and contrast the two authors.
Highlight.
To make something prominent, mainly so that people give it more attention.
Examples:
Highlight a string in red. Highlight an important difference. The introduction highlighted the speaker's distinguished career as a consultant.